In order to create our first TikTok ad campaign, the first thing that we need to do is register for a TikTok ads account. Doesn't cost any money. We just need to register for that account and fill in our information. Then you're going to add your information. So industry, you're going to choose e-commerce. And here you can choose your niche or just go ahead and choose other, your business name. So in my case, it's Prime Jungle. You can enter your phone number right here and add your billing information and go ahead and click on get started. And what happens then is you're going to be logged in to your TikTok ads manager, which will look like this. All right, so let's go ahead and create our first ad. So the first thing that I'm going to do is click here on create ad. Okay, so the first thing that it's going to ask you is what is your advertising objective? And here you have a whole bunch of objectives like, oh, I just want to reach as many people as possible. I want to get as much traffic as possible. I want as many video views as possible. But mainly our goal is website conversions. Okay, so I'm going to click on that. This is what I want to get people to do. I want to drive valuable actions on my website, not just visit my website. And you can see here under campaign type that it also gives us the option for a Smart Plus campaign. This is a relatively new feature that they just added. So I'm not going to turn that on. I want to manually select these things. Okay, so website conversions, scroll down, campaign name. You can go ahead and give the campaign a name. I'm going to call the campaign Firmest Trio because everything that I'm going to run here is only going to be for this product. So that can be the campaign. Okay, then we've got special ad categories. So it's not really relevant for us. It's only if you're selling houses or jobs or credits and things like that. Next, you also have the option to create a split test. So what this will do is it'll show your split test to two separate audiences to give you more data-driven results, as they call it. Select a variable and create your test ad group, and then you can view the results. But I really want to select my target audiences, so I don't want them to do it for me. Then you've got campaign budget optimization. That is great, but from my experience, it usually doesn't work as good as we want it to. It's best to have your eyes on your ads and you will be the deciding factor when it's time to turn it off. So I'm going to leave campaign budget optimization off and set campaign budget. You can do that, but I'm not going to put a budget on the campaign at the moment. Okay, so the only thing that we did do here was select website conversions for the advertising objective for the campaign. We gave the campaign a name and we're going to click on continue. Okay, now it's the ad group or the ad set, whatever you want to call it. So this is the next section. All right, so the ad group name is, again, Firmest Trio. I'm going to keep it the same as the campaign. There's no reason to make it different now. Optimization location. Okay, so here you're saying, okay, are we driving traffic to a website or is it to a TikTok instant page? Which obviously it's not a TikTok instant page. We're not making sales from TikTok. We're making sales from our website. So we're going to choose website. And here TikTok wants us to connect TikTok Pixel in order for us to understand the events and the customer behavior that's happening on our website. Okay, so set up your data connection. A TikTok Pixel or Events API integration is needed to measure campaigns and optimize towards outcomes on your site. So we're going to go ahead and click on get started. So identity verification required. So I'm going to go with email instead of phone. Send them my email address, send a verification code. Okay, here's my verification code, copy and paste it back over here. Okay, now our verification is turned on. All right, so the first thing that it's asking is add your website. So very obvious. Our website is primejungle.store. My website, your website is something else. Click on next. Okay, choose data connection method. So we're going to go with partner integrations because we are using Shopify right here. So we're going to click on that and click on next. Okay, and now which one from all of these integration partners is of course Shopify. Click next. Okay, now we need to install the TikTok app on Shopify. So we can go ahead and get started by clicking on get started on Shopify here. It's going to add the TikTok app now. We're going to click on install. Okay, TikTok wants all this. Click on install. Okay, now that it's installed, we are going to start the next step, which is to start onboarding. So we're going to click on setup now under the TikTok channel overview. And that is here under TikTok marketing. So setup now, connect TikTok for business. Now, if you don't have a business account on this part because you only created an ads account, that could happen. So you're just going to create a new business account by clicking here on create new, and then you can connect the business account with the ads account. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on connect since I already have my business account, and you're going to connect to that business account. Okay, and here, of course, we're going with Prime Jungle. Click connect. Okay, the ads manager is Prime Jungle. Click connect. Under data sharing, we'll keep it on maximum to get the most amount of data that we can from the pixel. And that's pretty much it. We can just go ahead and click on confirm right here. Okay, nice and easy. Finish setup. And now if I go back to the ads manager, I can see that here, it doesn't tell me to connect to a new TikTok pixel, but rather finish data connection setup. No activity has been reported from this data connection. Check that the setup is complete and test events. So now we're just going to test a couple of events, make sure that they work, and then we're going to come back here and continue working on our ads after we know that the TikTok pixel is successfully installed. So I'm going to click here on continue setup, and it's going to take me directly to my TikTok pixel. Okay, great. So here is my TikTok pixel. And as I scroll down, we can see all of the different events that it's going to be taking right here. So every time a customer views content, right? So they view my product page, that's called view content. If they search for something on my website, right, there's a search function on the top. If they initiate checkout, complete payment, add to cart, or add payment info. So and/or to all of these events. All right, so before we continue, let's test the events on our pixel. Make sure that the pixel is successfully installed on our website before we start running ads. So in order to test the pixel, we're going to click right here on test events. And here it's asking for the URL, which, I mean, come on, TikTok, you should know it by now, but here it is. It's primejungle.store. And now it's going to generate a QR code. It wants us to scan this code with our mobile phone and then interact with our website after using the QR code. Once the event is received correctly, it'll appear on the screen. Okay, so I'm going to click on generate QR code. Now let me bust up my mobile phone, open up the code scanner. All right, let me scan that really quick. Okay, and here I am now on the website, on our website of the store. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and scroll. Let's click on the main product. We got to view content as we speak. Now I'm going to do an add to cart. Okay, so we want to make sure that that works. We can see right here, view content. The connection method is the browser, and this just happened right now. So here's the button, add to cart. Let's go ahead and click on it. And there it is, add to cart. And so I can see that the events are working. So the TikTok pixel is installed successfully on the website. So next is placements. So automatically show your ads across supported placements, or you select the placement where to show the targeting. So we're going to click on select placement, and we are going to untick everything that is not TikTok. So we're only going to leave TikTok ticked in when it comes to placements. So our targeting, our ads are going to be only on TikTok and TikTok's audience. Next is targeting. So here is where we start targeting our target audience. And here, while we are going worldwide, the US is our main target audience. So here we're going to leave the location on the United States. The age range, as we saw, is 18 until 35 to 44. Okay, so next, gender, we're going to leave it on all. We saw that it's about 60% male, 40% female, give or take a few percentages. Languages from all, I can change that only to English. Spending power, leave it on all. Household income, leave it on all. Okay, so interests and behaviors. So the more broad you keep it, which right now you can see that it's called balanced. And for TikTok, a balanced audience is between 76 to 93 million people. I do want to get a nice balanced number here, but 76 to 93 million, that's going to take a lot of money before we start to see significant results. Okay, so we've got pet grooming as an interest, but we also have it as a purchase intention, which is nice. I'm going to go with purchase intention, but also with interests. So you can see that it added pet grooming twice, which is fine. So again, we're going to click on search, pet care, and here it is, additional interests. And you can also see the audience size, right? So we can see that the potential audience size for pet care is 1.2 to 1.5 million, which is not a lot. So of course we have to add more and more interests, but you can see now that the available audience is much, much more narrowed down, which is great. Now TikTok is saying, hey guys, it's too narrowed. We might not find them. So we're looking at a fairly broad audience at around 7 million average available target audience. And hopefully we'll be able to find it there. Let's also add cats, dogs, right? So cats, dogs. Okay, and again, we're looking at around these 7 million. Okay, this is fine. Even if TikTok is telling me, hey guys, it's too narrow, broaden it more, give us more money and we'll check more audiences. We could do that, but first let's try the narrow down approach. It's going to cost us less. And let's see what we can do here with the data. Okay, so this is the target audience that we will try to reach here, and let's continue. Now we've got the budget and schedule. So how much do you want to spend per day? And here they're saying, hey, you know, you guys, you should go with $70 because we know that these platforms are going to try as much as possible. The minimum here should be around $20. If we go below that, it's going to say, no. You got to put at least $20 per day. Next is schedule. Okay, so do you want this ad to start right away as soon as we approve it? But here it's asking you, when do you want us to start the ad? As soon as we approve it, or do you want to start at a certain date and time? In my case, I don't mind starting right away. If the ad is not working at certain hours, it's not going to put all the budget into those hours. It's going to wait for the next hours. It's going to look for the hot hours. And this way we're going to learn what are the best hours for these products. Now, do keep in mind that if you do set a start and end time, the ad is going to end even if you're not ready for it. And this could be really bad news, especially for ads that are working well. So if you go with this one, set start time and run ad group continuously, the ad will continue to run until we come and turn it off manually. Okay, so we are going to decide when to turn off the ad. Bidding and optimizations. We know that the optimization goal is conversion. We're not going to change it to click or anything else. Target CPA, you can just leave that off. And that is pretty much it for the ad group. Okay, so everything else is fine. We can finally click on continue. All right, next, use Smart Creative to create ads. Smart Creative ensures your ad groups are continuously optimized by auto-generating videos that are diversified across ad creative, asset selection, and more. No, thank you. Leave out all of the smart and automatic things when it comes to running ads. We already talked about that. All right, the creative name, this is going to be, we're now working on the ad, by the way. So the creative name is My Cats Are in Love with This Grooming Brush. Okay, so next we have the identity. Now, we don't want to use TikTok account to deliver Spark ads, leave that off, but the identity is important. Now, you do see that I have this Candy Cube sling bag because it's a previous ad that I ran on TikTok, and this is not the one that we're going to use. We're going to create a new custom identity. This is what we see right here. So this is like the username that we'll see on the creative. And so we can use whatever identity that we want. Okay, so I'm going to click on create new identity, and we're going to call this one Firmest Trio because that is the name of the product. I'm going to click on create. Okay, so now you can see it right here, Firmest Trio, and this is the identity that we are going to go with. Okay, so continue scrolling down. So now the ad details. So the ad format, it's a single video. You can also do carousel images, but of course we're going with videos. They usually work better. And the ad creative. So now we're just going to upload the video right here. So I'm going to click on upload, and we are on Pet Steam Brush 5. Okay, ready to upload. Click on continue. Okay, nice and simple. So now while it's uploading, we're going to continue. Now the ad text. My cats are in love with this new brush. Get yours now with fast shipping. Okay, so we can see the text right here. Okay, now the call to action. So here you can choose what call to action to add. And the call to action is what you're seeing here in the button. So which text do you want here? Order now, get yours now, and all of these. Now, if you keep all of these here, like all of these checked in, then TikTok will show different call to actions to different audiences and it'll kind of see which one works best. So I don't mind doing that, but I don't want the ones that are not relevant. Okay, like for example, learn more, we don't need that. We're not here to learn anything. We're here to make an impulse purchase. So order now, get yours now. Order yours today. Maybe that one's a little bit long. I haven't ever used such call to actions. Order yours now. Buy today, order here, shop today. Maybe not shop today. Buy here and not check it out. Okay, so that's it. I don't mind checking out those. Order now is also enough. You can just go with one, but I don't mind doing some A/B testing. Okay, next we've got interactive add-ons. So I don't mind leaving that one off. Next, destination. So to a URL or to a TikTok instant page, we already know the answer to that one. Now remember that this needs to link to the product page, not to your home page, not to some collection. This needs to lead to the product page of the product that we are trying to sell. So here, as we know, it's Firmest Trio. So let's go back to our website. Let's click on the product. Okay, here it is. Copy the URL. Head back to the ads manager and paste it over here. Okay, great. Now you can click on preview, and I suggest doing it just to make sure that you added the right link. This is important because if you don't click on the right link, if you don't put in the right link, you're sending your audience to somewhere else, and you pretty much messed up everything that you worked hard for up until now. So don't mess that one up. All right, next, we're going to continue scrolling down. All right, leave everything here unclicked. Continue. All right, so tracking optional. We might as well track because we do have the pixel. So the website events is going to use the pixel, and you can leave the offline and app events and everything else, third-party tracking settings, leave everything off as is. And that's it. We're pretty much ready with this ad. This is what it's going to look like. Okay, so everything looks good. We're good to go. So now I'm going to click on publish all, and it's going to start running the ad for this product. And it's going to keep running continuously until I turn it off. All right, so let's go ahead and publish this one. So I'm going to click here on publish all. And it looks like I missed out something because it took me now to this page. Let's see, we got an error. An activated optimization event is required. Oh, I thought that we did that. Our optimization event should be to check out. Let's see. So we got it right here. You can see exactly where the error is because they'll highlight it in red. And this is below where we chose the data connection for the pixel. So let's click on optimization event. And here we have a whole bunch of events that are related to checking out. So add payment info, add to cart, complete payment, initiate checkout, and search, view content. So of course, what we're looking here is for complete payment. It's not enough if someone just adds to cart or adds payment info or initiates the checkout. I need them to complete the payment. That means that they finished paying for the product and they actually purchased it. Okay, so we're done. Narrow down audience. Let's now go ahead and click on publish all. And now another error. Wow, daily budget must be at least $30. They opted from 20 to 30. I cannot believe it. Okay, let's go with 30. But remember that it's not going to spend $30 on one creative. It's going to spend it throughout the creatives that we create in under this campaign. So of course, I'm going to upload more creatives and the budget is going to be split between them. Okay, so now we shouldn't get any errors. Let's click on publish all. All right, so we can see now that it's creating the ad. Okay, ad created and in review. Remember how I mentioned that TikTok needs to review the ads? Usually just takes a few hours, nothing longer than that. And yeah, this is the first one right here. So this is that copy. I don't know why they left the file name, but my cats are in love with this grooming brush. So that is the first copy. And you can see here that it's in review. Okay, so now we're looking at the ad under the ad group, under the campaign. Okay, so we can see that the campaign is active, but it's not running yet, because we do have an ad group that's not delivering. It's in review along with the ad itself. So what we want to do now is I'm going to duplicate the ad twice so that I could put the other two creatives that we have for this product. So I'm going to click here on copy. And now you can see that it's asking me where I want to copy the ad to. So to this existing campaign, to the existing ad group. So this is fine. Let's click on copy. Okay, and now I'm working on the second ad. And now I don't have to do the whole targeting again and the campaign objectives. I'm just running another ad really quickly under the same settings that I had until now. So we're going to click on publish all. Okay, and while it's creating this ad, now we're going to see another ad. So let's go to the campaign. And under the same campaign, we're still going to have one ad group, but now we're going to have two ad copies. So then again, if I click on the ad group, it's just one ad group, one campaign, 3 ads, or 2 ads right now. We're going to add a third one soon. So 2 ads that are connected to the same settings in the ad group and campaign. Okay, so we pretty much understand how this works. Now let's move on to the third video that worked well under the Firmus product. Okay, so we're just going to hover over one of these ads, doesn't matter which. Again, we're going to click on copy. Okay, same campaign, same ad group, click on copy. And everything else, as we know, is great. So we're going to click on publish all. Okay, so that one is created. Go back to the campaigns. So we are done with the Firmus trio. Now we need to run the same ads for the second product for the alarm door stopper. So for that, we're going to have to create a new campaign, only it will be relatively similar to the one that we just created. It's still going to have the same goals and all of that. Okay, so what we're going to do now is simply duplicate the campaign. So I clicked here on campaign, and I'm going to hover over the campaign and click on copy to create the duplicate. Okay, so here it's website conversions, and the campaign name is not going to be Firmus Trio. It's going to be Alert Guard Pro. Now I'm going to click on continue. I'm not going to publish because then it's going to publish everything else that was copied, which we don't want to copy. So keep in mind that we do need to make changes because it copied the campaign, the ad groups, and the creatives in the end. So we're just going to make changes where changes need to be made. So here the ad group name is Alert Guard Pro. So now I'm going to click on continue. Be careful not to click on publish all by mistake because it's going to publish the copied versions that we didn't change yet. So it's going to publish the 3 pet steam brushes, even though those are not the products that we are going with here. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is change each one of these ads to the ones that we actually want to use. So before I publish, we need to change the other ad. So I'm going to click here on the second ad. And everything else is great. Move on to the third and final one. And that's it. So AlertGuard Pro 1, 3, and 2 are the copies that we're going with. Everything else is set up correctly. And okay, we're good to go. Let's do it. Click on Publish All. And we just really quickly created another campaign based off of the initial settings that we created on the first campaign and just made the necessary adjustments like the audience interests, the ad copies, the creatives, the texts, and the videos. Okay, so back to campaigns. So we've got 2 ad groups, 2 campaigns, and a total of 6 ad creatives. So you can see that the 3 Pet Steam brushes, they finished a review, and the 3 AlertGuard Pros are under review right now. As soon as I finish submitting my balance, adding my balance, these are going to run, and these will run once the review session is complete. Now, you can choose what you want to see. So for example, if I only have this one ticked in, then I'll go to ad groups, then I'll only see AlertGuard Pro. Okay, and then in the campaign, I'll only see AlertGuard Pro in the ads because that's what I chose in the campaign. If I choose only Firmus Trio, then I'll only see that ad group, as we can see right here, and that ad creatives that has to do with Firmus Trio. Okay, so just so you kind of know how to navigate around this, and you can see that they're both active. If you toggle this off, it'll turn off the campaign, which will turn off the ad groups that are connected to that campaign, which will turn off the ad creatives that are connected to that campaign. So you can turn it off from here. You can turn it off from the ad group. So let's say I have multiple ad groups under the same campaign. I want to leave some of them on, turn some of them off. You can do it from here as well. And also from the ads. I want to keep the campaigns. I want to keep the ad groups, but these ads are not performing well. So I'm just going to toggle them off here and I'm going to leave these on right here. All right, so let's go ahead and add some balance. And this is taking me to the payment settings. Okay, so I've got 0 available balance. Let's go ahead and add a balance. And let's see, if I'm running $30 per day on 2 different products, so that is $60 a day because I'm testing out 2 different products and I want to keep it going for a few days at least. So I'm going to top it up with $200 in balance, and that should give me at least 3 days to test out and see how it's going to go. So let's go with 200. Okay, let me just add those $200. Okay, I already have my credit card put inside, so I don't have to enter it again. So I'm just going to click on Make Payment. Payment processing, payment successful, and we are good to go. Okay. So if I go back to the ads, let's go ahead and refresh this campaign page. So we can see that the campaigns are not in review anymore. They're not only active, but they're also starting to run right now as we speak. So good luck to our 2 products on TikTok ads. Copy the steps that I took in this video and make it your own success story.